Right, so there we were looking at Liz's PC under her chair. Selection of books. There's my instructions. It's a boring books. It's got, I was the secretary for the 21EME reenactment group, so I had to keep minutes of meetings and all of the financial information ready to give to the government, which sucked. This is my little chemistry set, you know, the ones with the little things in them. So that's my little chemistry kit that I had when I was doing medical science. This is a grab bag box. What do we got? That's a Cobra. That's just a standard HF radio. This is a collection of my poppies and little badges and stuff from Legacy Day and Remembrance Day. Here's a yo-yo. It's one of those super ones. A pair of scissors which I might actually take. Got an old yo-yo. Got old medals in there. Jumper cables. Oh! And a regulator of an oxygen bottle.
Daddy, can you do that?
That should actually be connected to a bottle of oxy for a patient. No, I'm not going to do the parent lock code for you, Spoon.
Please, I'm making a new server for Isabella and me. And Leah.
Oh, well, give me a minute, I'll finish this and then look at it. There's actually the... God, this thing is... Is this thing on manual focus or what the hell is it? Anyway, that's how you adjust the flow rate of the regulator. So that's that one. What else? We've got books on... Books on the Great War, the Navy, Nest of Occasionals, Bill Bryson comedy books, Kill or Cure, History of Medicine, Cartridges of the World, Byzantium Trilogy. That's my three favourite books there. Australian jokes. So I've got books on battles, books on Vietnam, Lone Pine, On the Edge, cartridges, Gun Digest, medical books, all medical books. Those are Liz's. This is my collection of cartoons, a collection of my photos, a small collection of DVDs we've got indoors that we haven't sampled yet. My scuba diving certification books and things. There's my genealogy stuff next to my chess books, and of course anatomy, physiology and pathophysiology. Fascinating to read those, huh? There is Erin playing with pennies.
That's Leah.
There's Leah. Oh, sorry Leah, you look like Erin sitting there. There's Norman on his favourite spot on the couch. Yes.
Daddy,
this one isn't mine, this is Bella. No, I'm making a film for Q, sweetheart. I can play afterwards. This is Bella from across the road. She looks like she's counting pennies as well. Various boxes. This is a lounge room, TV and whatnot. Front door, photos on the wall, various books, a fan of course, you can't live in Texas without one of those. So I have a reasonable collection of books. I would like to have a library that's about 10 times that size. I would love that. It's a kid's chair tipped over, there's the TV, pictures up there, clocks, all the board games of course. And my favourite, the pièce de résistance. My favourite Salvador Dali, hallucinogenic toreador. It took 10 years to get that hung up on the wall.
It's the same.
Yes, sweetheart.
There's 400 coins.
400 pennies.
Okay, Isabella, your name is
Isabella.
Isabella, what name do you want? It cannot be your real name. Cannot be your.
So yes, you can see there. Nothing unusual. It's a mess. I did clean up some of it, but it's still a mess. There's the Erin and Leah's birth certificates up on the wall, the pretty ones. Those aren't official, they're just pretty. There's my degrees. There's pictures of Erin and Leah and the family. Including, of course, this one. This is probably one of my favourite photos. See if you can spot it. That's my great-grandma there. That's great-grandma Shorty. This is the lady who had the portrait sitting in my bedroom inside of my wardrobe when I was a kid, and it was just a portrait of her, and I had to shut the door because she was terrifying. I was actually scared to see her. She was just had this horrifying look about her. I couldn't stand it. And there is, of course, Uncle Albert. He's not actually in this photo. He, as you can see across here, he was superimposed because he was killed at the Battle of Fromelles on the 19th of February of 1916, so he wasn't there. And that's Frederick, that's Bennett, that's Leon, I think. So yeah, I like families. There's Grandpa Mort. There's the rest of them there. There's Liz and I. Various photos. Chair parked in the middle of the hallway, as one would expect.
You're a girl, right?
Okay, standard hallway, nothing special. Just coats. You can't see crap in there anyway. There's the kids' room. I was going to clean some of this today, but there is just no way in hell I am going to go through all of this. There is just no way. What the fuck is that? Talk about fire hazard, mate. Take a look at that. So yes, there's setup. Cowgirl hat of Leah's. The Smira. That's me.
Oh, before you forget.
Sorry, I look like a mess. I haven't brushed hair this morning.
I need
Yes, Leah.
this globe put back up on that.
Follow me, Daddy.
Oh, okay. I wondered why that was exposed.
Daddy, come
Because I
here.
had to change the light.
Daddy.
Okay, I'll stick it back. Yes, Leah.
You're making Yep.
I'm trying.
Here.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to show Q around the house, Bubby. I don't want to show him you kicking the chair. Oh, the coins you've organised.
I want to show you something.
Oh, very pretty.
It's just time to put this on camera.
Yes, sweetie.
I wake up in the morning, have to dive, and I have to pull up on my belt. I have to wait, because you know it's all up. My cool name is Nene. I have to hit the cone because today is a good day.
Very cool.
I can hop
Poor
in.
Norman.
Daddy,
So there's
can
more
you sing
books.
a song?
No, I'm not going to sing a song.
Can you play it?
There's kids' bathroom. Once again, you don't want to see in there. This is my office with the new desk that my mother so generously purchased for me. And it's a ripper, actually. I really enjoy it. It's all black. There's my Logitech G19 game keyboard. Probably not as swish as yours, but I like it. It's lovely to type on. It's good for coding. And of course it has macro keys, so if you're coding you can actually program the macro keys to do things that you want to do in a hurry. And of course my mouse and my beloved Pinkie Pie pad. Speakers, cleaner, headphones, a Wi-Fi extender, my weather station. That's actually an armourer's chart for an SMLE rifle, which shows the bits and pieces of the rifle, how they fit together, all the way down to this fellow, which is actually a 22. It's a 22 trainer, so when you pull it out of the bag at the range, it looks for all the world like a standard 303 rifle, until you pull the trigger and it's just a little crack. Usually gives people a bit of a heart start. Blank stuff. This is my garbage drawers. I've got... get in there, you bastard, you. Excuse me. There we go. The top one's got all of my wax seals. So there's my... I'm a bit arty-farty and old-fashioned in that sense. I always put a wax seal on letters I send to people. And my, of course, butane lighter, melting the wax and lighting fireworks. What else have we got? My little Pinkie Pie collection, which is not sorted out at the moment. I don't think there's anything in here. Oh yeah, so there is. What is that? Oh, it's my joystick. Oh, cool. And of course, all of my radios. They're all Baofeng, so they're cheap, but they work very, very well. They've got extra size batteries on them for better range, so I want to take at least, or probably this one, because this one's got 8-watt transmission. so you get better range off that. Scanner, of course, not a Pinkie Pie coffee mug, my new headphones, back to front. Put those to use tonight when we're mucking around with Minecraft and whatever. That doesn't hook up to the PC, that's just raw juice out of the wall so the phone charges quick. Under here I keep everything that I need running off this UPS and the secondary surge board. I've got to get more UPSs. The power doesn't go out often, but you get brownouts, so you'll be halfway through something and then click. So I put the UPS in there more or less just as a big capacitor to absorb the brownouts. I did have a... yes, it's right over here. This was the other poster I had hung up, which is a list of all of the medals that you can be awarded in Australia. So it's the Order of Wearing Australian Honours and Awards. The one I was after working with St John was actually this one, that black and white one there. That's 12 years service, and I got halfway. So yeah, there's that, and just miscellaneous tools and whatnot because we're still not fully cleaned up in here. In here, that's the mannequin that I use to style my dresses that I wear to work. This was my first attempt at making a bona fide model in about 15 years or so. So it's had a lot of fun building that. I love building models, it's very relaxing, very enjoyable. And so there's a lot of work in there and it's great fun. But the problem is, of course, models this size cost a fair bit of dough. That's got its Navy decals. It's a, as you can see, USS Constellation written across the top there if the bloody thing will focus. Yeah, USS Constellation, Navy. And the second one, if I can find it, I don't even know where it is anymore. Isn't that odd? Oh yes, there it is, up there. This was the second model I built, which is the Bismarck. Again, there's something wrong with the focus on this camera. It shits me to tears. But there she is with her main armaments, secondary armaments. I did a crappy job with the swastika on the back, as you can tell. But my god, I had fun building that. Lots of little fiddly things, lots of little ladders that you got to paint. It took hours and hours and hours of work to paint it. God, I was so proud of it when it was finished. But yeah, I guess now that I've got a desk, I've got somewhere to set them up again, hopefully. In here's where you won't see in there, but there's a box there that's got all my model making equipment in it. And of course the Pinkie 5000. Yeah. Okay. Well, okay, so there's the desk. And that fan that I keep bashing my head on. What else? Lawn dry. Scene of usual chaos when you've got kids. From a poor long-suffering life, sorting through all of this stuff.
All in a day's work.
So yes, we virtually need an assembly line to get all of that done. It's crazy.
Yes, dear.
Master bedroom. This is Liz's side of the bed with the big blankie. Television. Bears, odd stuff in there. Boots, that's all. There's the cuddle pillow. That's the cuddle pillow. Restroom, of course, is actually reasonably clean for once. Another shot of me looking dishevelled, although I've got my don't know if you can see it, it's my canned spam shirt. That's the writing you see on Russian military surplus cases of ammunition. They call it canned spam, it's the Russian stuff that's on the case. So that's my one of my favourite t-shirts. As you can tell, it's about 900 degrees in here, or 90% humidity anyway. Nothing new. Oh, I look better in that mirror. Just the usual stuff there, my boots. That tangled mess there is actually all of the charge cables for bits and pieces, including my iPod that kids steal, rabbit ears, another headband, and I was doing there, little speakers, the Bluetooth speaker, and of course all of my firearm stuff, including my including this, which has nothing to do with firearms. My mother got me this stuff. It's like a scuba shampoo, so it freshens up and cleans all of the wetsuit and everything else, makes it smell nice when you go back in the water. Ammunition there, gas for the Luger. There's bits of the Luger there. Still going to put together at some point. Basket, boots, including the work boots that I'm wearing. In this way, of course. Walk-in wardrobe with, well, you know what that is. And of course the two air rifles that I own, which is just a little plinker. I mean, that's a semi-auto. It takes almost like a little Ruger 1022 mag in there. And the other one, which of course is the M16 lookalike. It's actually an M16A3, I think. And this is good fun to shoot. It has problems with pellets jamming in it, but when it works, it's great fun. So yes, I keep those stuffed away in there. In Australia, they would have to be registered, and it would be illegal to store them like that. Incidentally, I'd go to prison. No joke. Nedrockman. Turn the light off, might be a plus. Windows to the backyard, to his bed. Basket case. I think I've pretty much shown you everything at this point, mate.
Don't turn your light off on your bedside table.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, and more Dalis. Of course, the great masturbator. And Impressions d'Afrique. You can never have enough Dali in the house. I love it. Bathrobe. Tokens. Leah playing Minecraft. Ouch.
Leah, did you eat your sandwich?
Yes.
And oh yes, big shelves there, swimming gear, all of that stuff. Oh yeah, I need to show you the. Not that I suppose you give a rat's, but here we go. And here, of course, I've got my BCD ready to go. Ready to go scuba diving. Of course, it needs a service. It's got my compass on it. It's got the this bit here for diving. This bit here to pump air into it. It's two buttons. Add air to the BCD. Release it out, and it's also got a mouthpiece there, so if you're out of air you can manually hold this and blow air into it to inflate it. And somewhere in here should be, or used to be, oh yes, my full body wetsuit, which of course you can't see very well there. Yep, full body wetsuit, just to keep warm. There's my St. John outfit, and of course my halfway ribbon. There's my little halfway medal. It's not a medal, it's actually just a rye band, which is that with a little pip in the middle, to signify 6 years of service. So another 6 years, and of course I get the proper medal to hang on the side whenever that happens. This is the original dress white shirts. These are the shirts they used to make us wear. And they realised just how stupid and impractical they are when you're on duty, and they switched to overalls. So I have these thick overalls to wear, along with a safety jacket, black jacket for cold weather, and of course my dress shirt, O positive. By now I would have had chevrons, so I suspect if I was still there now I'd be either a corporal, possibly a sergeant. So I'd have 3 chevrons there because we actually lost a lot of old members, so they would need someone there. It'd been a while to take over. So I very well could have ended up with chevrons. Yeah, and anyway, that's the end of it. And of course, someday. Okay, so that's that. We just, oh, my poker set, of course. My canteens. What else have I got there? Knee pads. I think I've got my, this belonged to my grandfather. I've got my scrim net. And the canteen, which was my uncle's, with the eating utensils in it. And of course my old motorbike helmet when I used to go motorbike and motocross riding. Still fits. It's just kind of funny colour because it's sitting around for a while and you're really not safe to use. And then of course my big Texas Hold'em kit, which I'm desperate to use. Kids' safety, kids' little keepsakes. I don't know what's in that. So there it is. These are my other dresses. These are the pretty dresses that I like to wear when I'm feeling pretty. Blue's a nice colour. So it's a little dark, but I like blue. Here's sparkly dresses. Nice sparkly ones. Just to set off my eyes. Red ones. Red dresses, you know, if I've been drinking too much. Sharp work, you know, with bloodshot eyes. That blends in well. Pretty dresses with flowers, you know. I'm pretty open. I've got a curious collection of dresses that I like to wear. And if I can find them. There's more boots. Can't find anything under there. There was a set of nice red high heels, but I've lost my high heels. Boots, 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 more boots, shoes, stuff, laces, nothing you need to know. Ooh, it's dark in the bedroom. It is dark in the bedroom. It is nice and quiet and comfortable. Windows, whatever. You've seen everything now. Ah, my God. Kids' bathroom's actually pretty clean. How the hell did this happen? It's clean. Did you clean in here? Somebody did. It's spotless. Well, not spotless, but better than it was.
I kind of did.
Okay, excuse me, I've got to go out and stop this so I can upload it. Okay, so that's it. That's the basic tour.
Something on this to make the lid hard to take off.
Somebody put a plastic bag inside it. That's, yes, that's certification for senior member of the Australian Computer Society, which I was really proud of. That was my bachelor's degree, and that's my master's degree. That's my parents' degree. So it's my nephew, sister-in-law. Okay, I guess that's about it. That just gives you a rundown of what the house is like.